Yeah. I need to get some daily CA stuff. I feel every time they drop something, it's always sold out.
Is it artificial demand or is it?
You guys are IHOP?
Something going on right now?
I'm just kidding. Every time a big batch of people show up same time in morning class, that's a typical joke. You guys are IHOP. Pre-game.
Terrible.
Yeah, it's my breakfast, bro.
Yeah, we're gonna be
That's
great.
actually handy. I didn't realize that.
Yeah.
Name dropping Grand Slam, that's nice. What's up? Hey.
What guy?
What's their
I don't know what their big thing is.
for sure pancakes?
Dale.
What's the name of it?
I don't know if they have like a.
Branded?
Because I do feel like I have a crazy position of going to IHOP every day.
Oh, nice.
Christmas.
Do you do the same thing?
No. Then I'll go back home. I haven't been going back home. IHOP for Christmas and drinks for dinner. That's been
Oh yeah?
my Christmas.
You always come out IHOP and try your shots.
That's like Christian didn't want to have much longer. My wife's gonna be happy with me staying here every day. She takes her child. Where were you from? Where? How long did you Sterling, I'm from Sterling Heights. But her family's from Alvin, north of Lake St. Clair. You have a family up there?
One family's from there. I grew up out here. My whole family's from Birmingham. And then I lived for the entire middle of
Oh, nice. Traverse City? Nice. Yeah, it's beautiful up there in the summer. Yeah, of course, hiking on the left side.
So we were working on Wednesday. So we're fighting specifically like getting cross grips and then using that cross grip and sort of like reading into your own stomach. It's really just to complete the grip since the weakness of the grip is where the fingers are are not connected. So like if I just hold it in space, Frank can swim it out. Right? But if I hold it against my body, it's much harder to pull out. And then from here we can start taking an angle. When I was in Shanghai at Joseph Institute, like what I did, what he was showing was basically was sort of framing on the back of his elbow, back of the elbow here. And then when he's achieved the angle, he will let go of the wrist grip and get this sort of collar. And then he'll basically take this angle and keep it. And from here you can look for your body locks, or if your partner moves away sufficiently, you can start attacking some of these. Yeah, so when we're doing our grip fight today for a couple rounds, just like try and figure out like how you like to cross grip. One of the ways you can do it is like, oh, you can go for an arm drag, and then as they pull away, you can slide down to the wrist and get this sort of cross grip. And you can look to upgrade your grip by posting on the back of the tricep, getting an angle, and then getting a claw back. I think a big part of it is just like you kind of have to be walking into your partner, keeping them space. So don't be too far away from your partner. Otherwise, it might not work as well. But you have to play around. Another thing is like I don't want to do this. I don't want to like unless I'm going for like a Russian 2-on-1 and putting a lot of pressure into it. If I do this kind of monkey grip while I'm at here, and then I let go in order to get collar tie, right? So as soon as I hook it, and now you're kind of like getting into a different situation. So I definitely want to keep this close back here. And now it's harder for him to get in. So we'll just start off by warming up, looking for the center crossers, playing around with it. Questions?
You guys are always
Yeah, because he says like every time.
usually they're like I thought on you said it's like heavy. Oh, this?
6 a.m. is crazy. Frank?
No crazy crossovers today. Oh, you did? Say what? That? So you want me to? Okay, got it. Training or? Oh, some kids help you out?
I didn't bring them either. I'll sit and roll after. Especially at school, we keep lost his first one, it was competitive, but he's not. So he so
You said it's out for like a snack.
I mean he's definitely very aggressive.
Alright, we'll just switch up partners and then continue doing like whatever you want in terms of cross grouping, but then try and like finish it in a way where it's like you get to the back or you pick up a single just with a little more intention. So again, just like playing around with cross grips, maybe it's an arm drag, and then if Frank tries to face me, we'll turn it into this kind of handshake position where I glue his grip to my chest here. And then from here, I can start to angle close to the tricep, sort of walk into him, so it's hard for him to turn into me. And this way I can take my time in terms of like getting to his back here. Whereas like an arm drag, sometimes you're doing this like merry-go-round because it's harder to close the distance. So it's just like a more controlled way to get into the back. So we'll just do another 3 rounds with another person, and then yeah, keep playing around with it, and then see if we can get his back and perform.
I'll protect you.
It's hard to know it's going.
It's 2 weeks. 2 weeks. Again, or getting something new. She's getting there. She's getting there. She's been a really good sport about her. You know, her sister's always maybe left right. So I just want to see for my name. I know. It seems like someone that has really tough busy, but it seems like hers has been. So she's not too bad. Close. It's just fun, you know. I haven't been around training for a very long time. But I have my wife, you know, for 13 years. Yeah. I'm the oldest of 3. She's the youngest of the 4 of them. She's never, she came like 2 nights pregnant. It's been 22 years since I've changed it back regularly, but my last hyper was when my nephew was born, so 7 years ago. No, that.
Especially if I really try to yeah.
Someone like that overlooks you here. Is that also like you can do the
Yeah. Because for me personally,
chop the corner?
that's my good. That's like my bread and butter is the overhook, and then ankle picks and knee picks.
What overlook?
I would love for you to overhook. That's like my only take on it.
And yesterday one of that. Usually looking for head control and arm control. But I didn't want to undermine it because I was thinking like same thing. If you did that, then you got head control. I'm like, okay.
Yeah, and then this is my
Especially for someone who doesn't travel with a good base.
Yeah, that's like a
Like a regular officer.
This is a much stronger position.
Yeah.
I made
For your average.
this.
Alright, so on Wednesday we were working, sort of getting into specific leg entanglements. So again, we'll play from this open guard position. We'll do a little bit of live drilling so you guys can get a sense of what you like. But essentially we're starting in an open position, and I think in this position a lot of people find it difficult because it's like I have to engage with my partner. And if you're competing, I feel like some people don't really like to engage. So you're basically going to have to figure out how to either wrestle up into the better position, get into the legs, or snap them down. So the way Frank is standing right now, like most people won't stand with just their head up because they won't have any like arms to deal with needing them. If someone just stands up like this, and I'm just gonna like double them, come up or wrestle up, because there's really nothing stopping me from getting to it. So most people will have their head down and their hands down, and so for me this is a good thing because now I'm at a better distance to grab at the hands. I can also do collar ties, and so I'll just like show some options and you guys can play around with like what you like to combo together. When someone's down like this, like one direction we can go is I can collar tie them and then basically snap their hands down on the mat. So if ever I see their head is just like a little bit too close to the mat, I can always sort of come up, get a collar tie, and then basically I'm moving my entire body back to snap their hands down, and then we can come up for a front head. Otherwise, I'm looking for his hands. You can do arm drags to get the arm out of the way in order to come up for a wrestle up. You can also do 2-on-1s. And these like grip manipulations are really to remove the defenses here so I can start grabbing. Usually the hip that I'm more comfortable with, like I'm more comfortable being my right hip, so my left foot is out. And you'll notice that my left foot is outside. And this leads very well into getting up on your right foot. And then you're basically doing a knee switch to go forward, right? So,
And if your foot was on the inside, where to sort of track your...
yeah. So if my foot was on the inside, if I'm still able to move the hand away, I have options to just scoot in for a shin on shin guard.
So not necessarily that.
It's not necessarily that, it's different. Yeah, so if I'm shin on shin, I can fall to my right hip, punch this leg through, shoot up for a single leg X. You can also transition it to X guard. But if you want to wrestle up, like, and my foot is on the inside, it's not wrong to just bring it out.
Or if you grab that opposite arm, I mean, it's like you're almost set up like a fire and it's carried.
Yeah, you can play around that. That's not something I usually do, but yeah. So we have wrestle up options. We have shin on shin guard. We have you can also have arm drag options where like if your partner decides to pull away, this is when wrestle ups become very, very easy to do because Frank pulls away, he's basically like pulling me up. So I want you guys to just explore these options, see which ones you like. Looking at entering into guards, looking at wrestling up, looking at snap downs, and just interplaying between those.
Top guy just went class.
Yeah, well right now we're just doing just a little bit of but make it like a little more live. Just like try to give your partner different reactions and then we'll play a game right after that. So any questions? 1, 2, 2.
like only just and then yeah, shit more cloud with that line. So you can I think you're great on here. I'll zoom in.
Yeah.
Like, what would I do to stop?
Stories coming here.
Alright,
Most people step in with that leg.
Yeah, but it's pretty good. So we'll play a game where I'm seated, and basically all I'm looking for is like the beginning of sort of disrupting Frank's mouth. So whether it's like if I can get hands to the mat, that's a win for me. If I can start coming up and bring one leg off the mat for a wrestle up, that's a win on me. If I enter a guard, that is a win on me. So like any kind of like maybe if I get X, that's a win for me. And then if Frank's hips hit the mat too, so like maybe we're doing our stuff and then he's all of a sudden up and I'm able to just have his hips hit the mat, that's a win for me as well. So it's kind of like just figuring out a way to disrupt Frank's balance. Frank's trying to pass my guard, but also just have a goal to not get entangled. So whether that's playing a little more of a cagey game or just like flowing past your guard in the mouth, that's Frank's goal. And then switch when you guys have completed your goal. On two, on two.
Anyone on top with all my shit?
It's like a cat place for someone that I don't know how to do.
Yeah, I was like, oh, you're so close.
Oh, now you're back. I know that's like something that's got to commit to that more.
Alright, new partner, same thing.
Already lost your man. Shoot, you're just jumping in. Stay there. Let your man. for you. Let's just attack me and then we'll go get it. Okay?
Yeah.
You stay down. Yep.
Alright, I'll pause for any questions. I don't know, anything you guys found difficult?
Or like switch sides.
Switch sides.
Let's say when you're like really busy attacking here,
Yeah.
like nothing's going.
Yeah, and you could switch switch your orientation so you can start doing the same thing on the other side. I think I generally don't like to switch sides because I'm more comfortable on the right side. So like, what kind of things are they doing?
They would literally go the non-dominant side.
Oh,
My bad side, they would like purposely go here.
yeah. I mean, I guess you could also like
Yeah.
do
Get better.
because like if they're literally stepping in like this,
Yeah.
it's such an easy thing to just
That's true.
like go on this side.
Okay.
Yeah. That's one thing. I think I would just take the opportunity. Yeah. Any other questions? All right, we can move on then. So on Wednesday we were working like what happens when we get into single leg X here. We're exploring this new position where I have single leg X and then Frank kind of goes down into combat stance, so he'll stand back up. And then what we would do is we'd swim to this position where we bring this foot to the middle of the chest here in order to look at our attack options. From single leg X, we'd also just turn this into double outside ashi. And then I want to put pressure into the hip here so that's hard for him to just remove it. So I'm kind of like hanging my own legs off of his. And then from here, like you can grab left hand on the toes, right hand on the heel, or you can switch it whichever like direction you prefer. I prefer having my 4 fingers on the big toe and then just like a cup on the heel. That's just my preference. You guys can play around that. From here, you basically have a lot of options. On Wednesday, we explored the option of straight ankles and AOPs and trend walks, and they're all based on like which way the knee is pointing. So in order to do the straight ankle from here, I like to switch to butterfly ashi, and so I'll switch to butterfly ashi before I swim my grip in. Just because if I don't do that, I feel like I'll start to swim my grip in and he can kind of just like scoot in. There's no counter pressure. So I basically switch to butterfly ashi. Now I have like a frame to sort of help me. Now I can swim to my straight ankle grip and I can finish either here or I can start to break them down to the heel here. And also, if you guys know Aokis, you guys can slip the heel out as well and go for the Aoki as well. When Frank's knee starts pointing upwards, this is when we can start looking for this tread lock, which is basically I'm walking and preventing his foot from turning by using my knee pit over his shin to prevent any kind of rotation. So it's hard for him to turn in and it's hard for him to turn around. And then basically finishing this by I have a straight ankle grip. I have my basically facing upwards and I'm on my back. And I'm basically extending my leg kind of like upward as I bridge it. So I'm sort of breaking his leg like a matchstick. Yeah. So like this. And then I'm basically pushing this knee towards him, and then I'm also bridging in as well. And that's a trend off. So you guys can play around with that.
You're just holding the grip and then it's your hips are actually popping on it.
Yeah, like basically you set up like a straight ankle grip as best you can. And then if their knee points upwards, then you can just take his inside leg, throw it over. Right below the knee is usually where I go for it. And then it gets pretty tight from there. Yeah. So feel free to play with those, and then I'll add the one where we have the trend lock. Maybe it's not doing a good job of finishing it. Frank starts turning his knee inward just a little bit. This is when we'll start looking for the spiral ankle lock that I learned over in Shanghai. So when the knee is turned in like this, you will want to keep your leg kind of like chopped in. I want pressure to the back of the knee here. And then basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to pinch the side of Frank's heel to my ribs. And then I can come around and grab that. So I'm basically pinching his rib, my rib against the heel. And then basically I have pressure to the back of the knee right here. And then basically I'm side crunching for a spiral ankle lock. If Frank decides to push me to the mat, you can still finish it here. I can hold this grip really tight, and then I can press the knee for a similar finish. So this is when they start turning the knee inwards. Just for any reason why, like maybe my trend lock isn't tight enough, I can keep this grip really tight. I like to swing through and grab the elbow, and then basically put pressure in the back of the knee, and then I crunch inwards for a spiral ankle lock. Yeah, so I just threw a bunch of tech at you, and we can go through it one more time before you guys do a little bit of live drilling. So we have single leg X right here. I bring this inside foot out for double outside ashi, and then I'm just sort of hanging on him. I can bring this foot to the chest, and I can just sort of evaluate my options from here. You want to make sure your partner can't run away from here, and then it's like, depending on what they do, you can switch to any kind of attack that you want. From here, if I want to go into straight ankles, like butterfly, ashi, swim it to straight ankle locks. From here, you can have straight ankles, Aokis, and then also the knee is pointing upwards. I can go for a tread lock. The knee starts turning in. I pinch his heel to my rib as best as I can. Grab my own elbow to make it really tight, and then I'm basically curling towards the elbow and also compressing the knee.
Question on the, I'm not sure if I'm seeing the difference in the knee position where you say the ankle lock sort of series versus that tread lock instead of pointing up. Would you not, I guess I don't see the difference between those two positions.
Yeah, so you're talking about.
Like, what is he giving you where you're like, okay, not a straight ankle lock, I'm going for the tread lock because the knee stays different? Or is it all the same, different attack from that thing?
Yeah, it's the tread lock and the straight ankle are. I think for straight ankle it's like I can do it here, but tread it doesn't require the knee lock. Because I'm basically trapping the rotation of this leg. No, trend's more obvious. Like, I think the straight ankle lock is definitely harder to finish. Like, if I just have this, and I'm trying to finish Frank, what Frank can do is kind of like move his knee. So, like, when I finish a straight ankle lock, I do sometimes want to break my leg up this way in order to trap their leg a little bit better.
So
Under my
if he's keeping it kind of firm up like that, instead of doing all the work to break it down,
Yeah,
that's when you
that's when I switch it.
okay, so then you can't do it. It's just,
Yeah, it's just like finishing the straight ankle here is a little bit harder. Like it's not undoable, But like I've seen straight ankles where like they use butterfly washing and then they really like set the heel almost like on the rib. This is like a Mateus Ski kind of ankle lock. You could definitely finish here. It's just that like the Tremont offers pretty good like counter pressure here. They keep the knee up. So we'll do a little bit of live drill just so you guys can get used to this position and then we'll play again. Man, 2 weeks?
Thereabout, yeah, she'll be. My wife is 37 weeks now. She'll be 38. That's not 2 days.
My wife is 31 weeks right now.
Oh, really?
Yeah. What you're having?
Girl.
Awesome. See like
Bring it to me then. Then we're count.
Yeah. It wasn't sideways. What's the sideways? What's the sideways? Different. Will it turn?
Yeah, now I'm on this. I've tried it.
so very matter. It's hard to explain and see.
So for the, you're good with that cow fest? You go in and
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. And then you know what? Turn skin. Keep it. You gotta keep it. Keep it. And then you do the
yeah. Straight ankle up.
So it all comes from like, so we're here, right? Right drop down. Like try to hip up 1 second. Yeah, because like if you hit this down, I'm trying to like swing it. But if you hit this up, it's making it like.
Honestly, if you get any one thing, I'd be happy. That was a little lower on the Ricky head. That was a tap more for it hurt so really bad. Yeah, you didn't have the SC2. I think you could get both. You could get a little lower on that. Yeah. Yeah.
So the whole thing about trying to make don't need to be a button. What's the position when you're like floating this?
Just all down. Again? Oh, you just have that? Yeah, I'm not. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Literally just close.
Yeah, but I'm trying to get it as far as the same size.
were missing some of the mechanics of the other two.
Change doesn't change the way that but before you switch, switch this.
Is that your first move?
Yeah, just so now if you try to drive it while you
Oh, I see.
because if you don't do that, yeah, you can pushing element. Right. So you can't put this like down. And you have a pulling element. Right. You have better control while you switch your guy. So now you can so usually like you go to the AO, you're trying to do an AO.
If he stays up, he can try to get
Right,
that.
so the trend is usually very easy to play up like this. Yeah, and so now you can throw your leg over like that. And your knee pin basically sticks to your shin. Stop. Yeah, take your foot over. And then it sort of has a back.
Yeah.
So you have a trend going in, and then you'll start turning it. Let's say you start turning it. Now,
Not strong enough, but the grip he wants is that prevents
this leg, try to bring it over. It's like hot. It's like the side back.
Go from coming over to the triangle.
Yeah, so like, it's like my knee is up, they try to do that trend lock, and then for some, I think like one of the escapes is
But
start
you
rotating.
can also like do that.
You'll start rotating
If my
in the inward, and then now you trap the heel, and then
push my heel
Off the side and then
Yeah, basically.
so basically basically changes like tap on every like
yeah.
because like I get out of a lot of stuff like rotating for getting trend, spiral, mastering those becomes and then you can finish here or you can like try and knock them down. To your left.
Crossover.
And now his knee is pointed upwards, like pointing your knee upwards. Now it goes to the left. And this, keep this extra. Yes, you want to keep that. Blood pressure. Yeah, you're kind of like expanding. And now, really pinch this shit. Yes, exactly. Yeah. Try to get his like heel to touch your ribs. And the pressure is you crunch. Yeah. But it gets really tight.
Yeah.
I was almost happy with it. Yeah. Okay. Thank you. Yeah, once you have that, how to break it down. For you, just don't lose that rear. Just don't lose it. Okay. Yeah. Because sometimes like we're adjusting our legs, try to keep it tight.
I think that's the tough part about that position. You have to trap just the toes. If you trap your feet, you won't.
You know what you're having?
Sorry?
You know what you're having?
What?
First.
You do? Yes.
Yeah.
And then that first bit,
There's a lot of stuff. Yeah, we don't work on what.
Oh, this one? This is kind of like a home. Yeah, hip hop. Oh, me? Yeah, I can, but I'm still so off. And then, like, if I stand,
Yeah.
switch to
It's
the
all from the same
Yeah.
thing. That's how you catch the knee.
Like, if I'm standing, you can just. I can sit.
So it's like,
Sitting is actually worse.
Sitting what?
Sitting is actually worse. Sitting, me sitting is actually worse.
Like honestly,
It goes right into the flat.
it's still not right.
Standing,
Back, so it's not.
he's still worse. Gilkey is like really good. Career for attacking someone. It's like you'll be on this side, you'll be on this side. And you like push me this way. Yeah, it's just like, and then you just kind of press my feet. Okay. So can you just double out that actually outside the other end?
No, because this is. Okay. I didn't do the middle one.
I can stand
I
on
knew this too far ahead, right? How about you? Kind of you were the smaller one.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
so that stand.
Well, is she going to do streaming?
Yeah, she's taking him out there.
Yeah. That's what my wife is on right now. She's starting to do
Or, yes,
And then, I'm
also mentioned how you go about it.
I'll take like.
my foot is literally
a month, and then
And I should be
I
looking
only started there in
Yeah,
September, so like, come September, I get like another 6 months.
Okay.
So, I'll take like a couple weeks, then a couple
If
weeks.
you're
again.
skating, can you go to this?
So like, if you want to go to the trap off here, you will have
I'm thinking take 3 weeks to a month at first.
There.
Totally could once you go older, and then I almost could go back to Michigan.
Yeah.
I see it.
Keep it straight. I think you get lower on the foot on the Achilles. Yeah. That's what. I mean, you had it from the foot pressure, but not the Achilles pressure.
no. But yes, that knee.
Well, Michigan in the winter's not bad either if you don't live there. It's just like going to Tahoe or something like that. Having the winter wonderland and all that's nice.
Alright,
You
Tom.
get
Let's play some games. Hey, quick question.
Yeah.
essentially all three of those things we're doing is the tapping pressure coming from like that Achilles pressure. It's just how you're controlling the knee or how not understanding that yet.
I think that's right. Like, I think of straight ankle grips as basically like a playground seesaw, right? You're just basically controlling both sides of the seesaw and you're breaking it.
Yeah.
So, like, the fulcrum of the seesaw is this right here, right? You're breaking across that. And so I just have to find a way, just by nature of the grip, one end is already controlled, the toes, right? So it's just like, I have to figure out how to control down here for straight ankle, right? Whether that's at the knee and the hip, whether at the trend lock where it's like right below the knee. You can see this very easily. It's like I control here, I control the toes, and then I'll break the point right here.
Yeah, so it's the same fulcrum, it's just where your endpoint is.
Yeah, exactly.
The hip, the knee,
So we'll play this game where we will start in this position right here. And basically for the person on bottom, I'm just looking for subs and to keep my partner in the leg entanglement. So if Frank decides to try to exit or, Frank's only option is to basically stop the leg entanglement and exit, or I guess if you know counter elbows, you can try to do that as well. I think like one good question that I think somebody asked on Wednesday is like, why go here and I'm eventually just gonna go back here anyway? I think it's because I haven't introduced like the possibility of like doing close locks from here too. Like basically this is like a holding position to figure out how your partner's gonna move. And then there's also the option of like pulling this guy in, keeping the leg bent and going for something like a Welsh lock as well. So it's like this is more of an attack on using the other arm in like a 50-50 position. But there's a lot of leg attacks, so it's just a little bit of a holding position. But we'll start here in Azayashi, and then you guys can transition into whatever attacks that you guys want. And then Frank will obviously look to defend and try to exit. Questions? On two and two.
Oh, we're just switching back and forth.
It's more like the process. Oh. But you want to fix it? There's there's a transition to there's a transition to
Oh,
yeah. Okay, next week.
Yeah, that's first thing first. What? That's the very first time you're gonna get that butterfly. Butter, yeah. Because otherwise, right, they just take the foot.
Unless you just want to stay extended out.
It's probably what it's called.
In an office.
But he's able to just
2 feet together.
push through it.
It's like I can check harassment.
Yeah, I mean, if that's the case, then you want it.
Maybe this is.
My new partner, same thing.
Keep going, keep going. You do it. Oh shit. Something about old guys can't be late on the young ones.
I'm sure they.
This is old broken.
I'm in overdrive.
You're in the middle. You're more of a hybrid.
Hybrid.
I like that fish tank.
Oh, yeah.
Oh shit.
Butterfly, that's like,
What the heck's button?
Oh, yeah. It wasn't an angle. You had my. I don't know. You had my foot angled. Yeah. And I was turning. And it was that or I was going to turn around.
you know, like,
When you're on
if you're a grip there.
Was this the question? Like, when you have that hip like that, it's like, you can't really do anything, but.
Someone's happy?
I call it the fish net.
Some dude like with the last time like fish something.
Oh, I have no idea. How to make it shot. Yeah.
So that twist lock is when I have my knees down here. Oh, yeah. And you, for that, you need to trim up. Yeah. So go for it. More. And then hip hips up.
Three plus.
Alright, we'll leave a little time for questions. Is there any questions? We'll play this game one more time. But yeah, see if we have any
What other side attack are there aside from the original? The inside hook.
Let me see what I do from there. So if I were here, and then if I could bend your leg and come here, then yes, I have a range lock.
Just inside hook.
I think if I go on the other side, it's basically like, it starts becoming 50-50. And that's slightly different position, but same thing. I could do like a 50-50 heel hook on this side.
Okay.
And then if you try to hide your foot, that's when I think about the low choice.
Yeah, that's right, that's right.
That's kind of like in the natural direction of
But your feet configuration.
my feet configuration right now is 50-50.
Okay.
But then if you start turning away like this, I might upgrade to like something like a 90-10.
Okay.
And then now I start rotating, kind of catch heels.
Can you go to the starting position?
Yes.
Okay. Foot in the center of the chest. Okay, and then you put your butterfly hook in,
Yep.
and Frank grabs your top hand.
My top.
Top hand.
This one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And just prevents you from really being able to move that foot around. How are you? Are you switching to something else there, or are you just looking to peel that hand,
I'm
put
looking
the
to
mat
peel.
off balance?
I would probably peel. Like I would probably like
No.
Okay.
something like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Now, what about if we got trying to get out? Like, because what am I trying to do if I'm in this position?
I want to say it's gonna be a combination of like grip fighting. So like, yeah. So I probably this is hard just because there's so much pressure, but I can still grab. And then maybe Frank might upgrade to like single leg X or something. From here, I actually like to deal with this foot because this is the foot that's stopping me from rotating, and he also has pretty good control. So I like to deal with that butterfly foot, and then like, right? Because the minute I move this, I can start to move forward and cause problems. And then he has to find a way to, yeah, he could even go fishnet or something, which is something cool that Frank found. Yeah. Yeah, I would say it's like just being smart with grip fighting. Yeah, like peeling things. Like here, I'll start peeling. Maybe even step on Frank's chest. No. I have like counter heel hooks once I start peeling.
That peeling motion, you were doing to the side, which is good. Because I feel like when I peel, I always try to lift it, which is like not
Yeah.
bad.
So I kind of like lean away and I grab the bottom of the foot and then just kind of, I can hold on to a foot better like this.
It's just like the single leg X.
The single leg X grip. Because this is like, the grip is strong in every direction except Frank pulling, but that's not a very strong motion for him. So I can hold on to this indefinitely until I figure out something else that I want to do. Yeah. But yeah, that butterfly thing, I like to just like use my hand to grab the toes, switch off.
How do you finish the Woj lock?
The Woj lock is a rotational, it's basically like a heel hook. So if we're in this position again, if I basically want his heel on my nipple, and then I need his leg bent. So if I have his leg bent and his heel on my nipple, I basically am turning his shin with his hand.
Okay, so French.
Yeah, so anything that basically turns the foot like this. Yeah, so it's kind of like a rotation with your chest. But you have to trap their hip and bend their knee. So I remember when Joseph was setting it up from here, as he fed this, he was like trying to push on the knee here to keep it bent, and then he back heels really hard on the leg here to keep it bent. And then that was a good position for me. I find it hard just because people straighten their leg really hard. And when they straighten their leg really hard, it's pretty much gone. Just because if I try to rotate the foot now, it's just normal range of motion. It'll go into his hip. So you have to bend the leg here and have a way to travel. Great. Alright, we'll have one last game with you, partner. Same position. And then, yeah, play around that position. Same thing, looking for subs, looking to peel grips, and you know, last game. Good. Yeah.
this week. It should be true. Attempt to finish these things at some point.
Okay.
Yeah, wherever you had it? Or?
I just didn't want to.
Go ahead. Go ahead where you were at.
Okay.
Wanted to see it. Wanted to see what happens.
It's just the.
You
took it out.
Banana square.
So what am I going to do?
So as soon as you started attacking, I took this out. Yeah, you were here, and then you removed it. Yeah, and then I was like, okay, cool. What's happening?
Alright, so I gotta bring this down. Not let you do that.
That is a yeah.
Like you can't sort of hide the wheel. Yeah. It's more than this piece in there. Rotate. Yeah, that was a perfect.
So I don't know what I'm doing. Yeah. He goes,
Basically, you want like half of your like showing that
Yeah, that's tough. It's good control, like
I think if you butterfly, you just focus on
getting the elbow grip real fast.
I feel like a really good weight lock.
Alright, fine. Alright, so I saw some improvements. You guys are.
Yeah, I can't emphasize like how annoying like a good hand fighter is, just like grabbing feet, undoing things, just because like, and then being able to like hand fight and then change your position is just like maybe it's really good, just in terms of like being annoying for people who are like fighting things. So yeah, I really like that position recently. It's been interesting to play around with. So we'll keep doing that a little bit. Next week we'll introduce the Woj lock and see where else that takes us for like Alright,
I'll do that.
Cool. 10 out.
I'm there. Hold on.
Don't touch my neck. So hard.
For me, it's more of a, because my wife is due in 2 weeks, I'm just working from home for the rest of the 2 weeks. Yeah. Boy, girl? Girl. Congrats. Thank you. Congrats. Thank you. You have kids? I got get all the sleep you can now. Yeah, this is gonna be fun for me. Cause I actually get really good sleep. Like I sleep. But that shit's about to change. Yeah. I'm just hoping I can figure out a situation where I can still come here consistently. Yeah, that's the first.
Very dangerous. Can't do that in the gi. Where you just force your elbow to the mat. It's caught up on the fabric usually. Because I do that all the time. What you just had a skateboarder doing. Let me just yank it to the mat.
Guy sucks ass. I can only twister.
Stop that.
Probably the best scene that I've worked on as well.
Lower stuff, you know, I like just kind of like bump over and they just get stuck. And then like if you're setting up like an armor or a Kimura, that's like what you guys do. It's like, okay, like I'm here and I just go. And all of a sudden, the fabric, like especially like this side, like here, you know, just like a well-timed elbow to the mat.
I mean,
But all the fabric, it just
7 to 9.
don't go anywhere.
But they still like you.
Yeah.
Or they still like you.
Not that way, bro.
You're right around 12, but when they start going the other way.
It's not that way.
No, not the other way.
I don't need to know
Okay,
that.
that's the one to deal with.
Oh shit. You wanna do a freak again?
You guys want to make it go this guy in?
Alright.
You guys just have to know it, you know? You're getting the details.
Oh, I just want a couple times. That's right. Redwood City, 48. I just played that. Oh, nice. It's not muscle, it's technique.
A shot of espresso in the morning before work. I'm going out of town next week, so I won't see you before you have to take 5 Hopefully I'll be back before you have yours. April 19th. 2 months.
Yeah, hold it. It'll be fine. Yeah.
That's when I became a morning guy. Yeah. I thought I should get the trend started now before he comes.
No, seriously, like I'm not going to the weekend class anymore.
Yeah.
It's only like, oh, you're not wanting to hang out like she was talking about.
Yeah.
Right now, I want to spend time like, you gotta be on the phone.
Yeah.
Have to play stuff.
Yeah. Totally wanted nothing to do with me.
Right. And okay, I can go back to morning class. Yeah. And then maybe I'll take a more stressful job. Yeah. No, I want to take it easy until see it every moment. Yeah. Good. Good.
Alright. Sorry? What? But I've got 2 months, so I'm back up. See you guys.
You're good. He's not.
Huh?
He's not sorry.
I don't know this way.
No, you're good.
Sure, that's
I'm sorry.
that wasn't the problem.
The neon sternum for a minute. I'm not sorry.
No, no, hey, no way. These are regular.
It took me at least like
I'll be interested.
a month till it turned into you. We dated a little bit.
Maybe the next day.
We dated it.
Maybe the next time. Next day or two.
Sorry.
Have a good weekend, gentlemen.
You too. Good luck. I bet you can come any day.
Fast ass girl. Dude, your decision making is kind of really good. Like, you're so decisive, especially on the scrambles. It seems like you're super fast, but you're just like really decisive.
Yeah.
I feel like
hard to be.
that's the biggest thing difference I noticed for you.
Better decision making.
Faster decision making. You got one more.
For you, always.
Yeah, you're just gonna totally away on me.
Man, you know how salty I is?
Put all your techniques on me.
That's right.
Yeah. I
Techniques.
know. It's not cool when people go, oh, dude, you're so strong.
He's all, yeah, that one guy. I'm pretty strong for myself. I never just get powered through it. Yeah, I didn't power through anything. That's some clean ass technique.
Power technique.
See? That was cool.
Frank, you're only in Shanghai for a week.
What's up?
You're only in Shanghai for a week.
Yeah.
Good positions.
You think you want is best? Or you just
I feel like the adjustment coming back is
was worse? It also depends on your flight. Like, I feel.
Yeah.
Like if you're getting there, it's like super tired at nighttime, or like kind of good enough afternoon, and it's like alright, pass out.
Yeah.
So if you get there, it's like 5 a.m. It's like fuck, I've been waiting for 6 hours.
Yeah, I got there like at 7 p.m.
That's
It's
good.
like perfect.
Yeah,
it was
perfect.
like
You're tired enough.
I just got to the hotel and just calmed.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah. If you want to move out of the Bay Area, I don't know.
Somewhere cheaper.
Yeah. Have you been here like a long time too?
I grew up here, but
Yeah, same.
yeah, I grew up in San Francisco, and then I lived in New York for 1 year. My job moved. It was cool, but like, you know, I was like, oh, that's really small in terms of like where you're living, and then
New York is
my bedroom wasn't even as big as this thing, including the bed.
Oh my god.
Yeah, it was like my window was like a shared window through the building, so I couldn't tell if it was raining, if it was snowing outside. Like I see some light,
Yeah.
but it's like a periscope almost,
So-
without the top part. So you just see like a tube. You're just like, okay, it's daytime, it's nighttime, but you don't know if it's
No idea.
yeah, it could be 100. You know,
I'm
no,
just worried.
You have a nervous
Yeah.
for a quick second.
so like things like that were just like after a while, it's like this is just like at that time I was saying more like so it was easier to like oh just whatever, and then after you're there, it's like fuck, this is too small. I don't want to touch both walls. Yeah. But yeah, I think it's always just like depending on wherever you're really, like, you know, if you have like a good base and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Also, like, that's really what you like to do. You know, it's a good thing about jiu-jitsu, you always make people do it.
Yeah. What is work for you?
I do finance, so like, the company that I work for is called Gary. Yeah. like we make cowboy boots and like horse riding like footwear and apparel. The biggest thing that we're famous for is like we sponsored Brock Purdy. So like when you say wear like Western wear, we're like their products. Yeah. So like it's like very niche. Like before I worked there, I had no idea of the brand and stuff like that. But like after working there, when I see, it's like as soon as you drive a Honda Civic, you notice all the Honda Civics around you. Kind of thing.
Yeah.
But yeah, just like in retail. Yeah. What do you do?
I was a product manager for a while, and then that was 2 years ago. So now I'm kind of looking. I've basically been on break for 2 years, and it's kind of like looking around because I'm looking to get back into work.
You don't need to get to the mountain.
I'm looking at like food and bev, like CPG, but I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah, the only thing about like, I love food and I love cooking and eating, because I used to be fat when I was a kid. But like, the thing that I hate now is like, every food product in the US, like, majority, shit. There's always like so much additives. You know, even things that you're like, oh, this is organic, or like, you know, like all like all the jargon words, and then you look at it, it's like, yeah, this additive in here will give you cancer. It's like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
It's rough out there.
Like,
You okay?
Just a little last minute shit guessing.
Now, how do you make sure everything works? I got it. You got it.
Huh?
I got it. You got it.
Awesome.
I heard you say your son competed.
Yeah, second or third competition.
Nice.
You got bronze. First match, he lost, but not bad. Things to learn. He didn't get tapped. He scored some points. Got a nice guard escape to a nice takedown. He gets away in training with some stuff that doesn't work in competition. So like when he sprawls, he'll do like a chest wrap. And on a kid in competition, that's, you know, the better kid at his school, he's gonna keep driving through that.
Yeah.
So he needs to get better at like really bumping his hips, pushing that stuff in that head. That was pretty much why he lost that.
I see.
First match is he gave up a takedown, trying to sprawl with like a chest wrap. And then his bronze medal round, he beat a kid that he previously lost to. 6 or 7-0. Hit a clean takedown, stayed on top. Kid got half guard, passed the half guard for points. And then also, it was good because it's like, all right, well now we know you gotta work on this. He had 2 or 3 opportunities to mount. And instead of like being tight and sliding that knee across, he's like looping it up to try to step over. The kid's catching it without even stuffing it, he's just catching it with his legs. And I think he gets away with it in training and thinks, because a lot of kids they train for stuff, thinks it's like flashy, you know? Looks cool, makes a cool sound when he like flops all the way over. And it's like, dude, that was 8 points he left on the. Because both those times he had pretty much like double unders, kid pinned flat, heavy side pressure, could easily have just dragged his knee across and stepped in the mount. But he tried to like swing it up flashy style, which he catches it. And now he has to escape. Half guard, yes, scored points. Scored more from mount, a higher position, chance of submission from mount, so he medaled. And then the previous one he went to, he got gold.
Is it no gi?
No, it's gi.
Dude, if anything, I feel like what's sexier is like you slide your knee across like windshield wiper with your like foot. That's sexy to me.
Yeah.
But that's just
Yeah.
seeing Alan do that shit.
Yeah, so I think of those 2 little things, if he would have improved on that, I think he potentially beats that first kid, or at least doesn't lose 7-3, it's closer, and then he probably submits the other. So little small things to work on. Yeah, I mean, it's pretty cool. There's like 2 kids that are new in the class here that are like in middle school, and he's just about to turn 10. And these kids are like way bigger, like 35, 40 pounds bigger, 6 inches taller, and they've already kind of started going through puberty. They've got some muscle on them, and they'll be on top of him, pressing him hella hard. And they'll just be super calm with his grips, playing all kinds of different guards, calm look on his face. It's like he doesn't know it, but right now he's staying calm under pressure, which is a huge part of life. Life in general, not just jiu-jitsu, life. Can you stay calm under pressure, or when something doesn't go your way, or isn't going your way, you just fall to pieces? So he doesn't realize the life lesson it's teaching him.
That's really good.
Dude, if you got a jam, I can close up when I shower. I gotta shower real fast.
I like that leg lock thing.
You what?
I like the leg lock thing. The floating position. Whatever it's called.
Yeah. It's kind of cool.
You've been doing that though. I feel like before you
I think
went
I,
to that.
some variation of it. I just like grab the foot and just try to suck people in.
But Joseph taught it as a system.
He taught it as a system.
What did he describe? What like? I guess you already answered. Like, what does he call it? It's like, hey guys, we're going over
I
this.
actually don't know.
Dude, this is so warm. It's worth the $80.
Until you wash it and then it's over. Which is why I never washed it.
Yeah. I needed to buy something.
Are you able to cover for me on that week going to the expo, right?
Yes, I can. Remember the
It's
dates?
Wednesday and Friday. I think it's the 4th and the 6th.
Yeah, for sure. 4th and 6th. 4th and 6th?
Yeah.
Okay, let me write it down.
I actually have a list. I've been doing research because they show you all the brands that are going.
Oh, you should just go.
Yeah, I don't know how these things usually go. Honestly, I fucking hate conferences.
Yeah, me too. But I think you just gotta force yourself to stay there and just kind of be weird if you want to. That's what I do.
Be weird?
I just accept that I'm gonna look weird.
Oh, okay.
Try not to be so self. I'm an introvert by design.
Sick.
So you just kind of like.
Actually, there's a part of me that's actually very extroverted.
Yeah, that's good. Just try trying that. I pretend whenever I have to do stuff like that, I just pretend I'm my wife, because she's like super extrovert.
Yeah.
So I just channel her energy. I feel like with conferences, especially with multi-day, you just kind of like immerse yourself in it. Just like, look, I'm gonna feel awkward for the first 2 hours, but after that,
Yeah.
because the idea is just like we just kind of roam around, check out what's cool, talk to people in like weird situations. It's only I can definitely tell.
Okay. Yeah, because I honestly I feel like it's like the mindset you go and you just be curious about everything and just see what plays out.
There's no downside for you. You're there to learn. This is the best. You're there as a student. Pretend you're a white belt.
Because also they have the people who are going too. I don't know if I should plan that specifically though.
If there's specific companies that you like, you can try.
Yeah, I do have a list of booths I want to visit. But yeah.
I found it's like a big company. If you reach out to the food scientist or the product person, no one ever really want to talk to those guys. If you reach out to those guys, they're probably not going to talk to you. For smaller companies, you can just reach out to the founders. But I feel like for medium and large sizes, everyone wants to feel appreciated, and they're a big company and no one wants to talk to them. So I feel like those guys would be good to talk to. Anyways, thanks for class. See you there. Thanks for grabbing this one for me.
Oh yeah.
See you,
no
Noah.
worries.